Morning.
Good morning, Adelaide. Andrew Stacey here from the City of Adelaide Lions Club. Here with you on the Lions Connective Walk, Sunday morning. We're at Victoria Park Racecourse. I'm here with the lovely Marilyn. There's a tour bus here this morning, so it's marvellous having her here. Marilyn wants to talk for a bit. She's still waking up, which is all good. We're at Victoria Park Racecourse this morning. It's a bit, there's lots of blue sky out, but it's pretty fresh. Still pretty cold. I don't know how cold it is, but it feels like it's about 10, 11 degrees or something. There's some threatening clouds and wind behind us there. We should be fine here for the next half an hour while we're here. Morning, hun. Victoria Park Racecourse today look like they're holding a cycling event. So Marilyn and I are going to head down the middle of the park and then head down to the left to keep away. They've got it all roped off. I'm sure they might get cracking just even as we're walking around here, but as we make our way around you'll see them. Looks like, I don't know if it's a national event or a state event, but Victoria Park has been used for cycling racing today, which is all good. Hope you've been well. Thank you for joining me this morning on this Sunday morning. Hope you're getting your exercise in somehow, some way. Now I need to keep an eye on, I'll have to use my camera as a rearview mirror today, see who coming from behind me because they're on their bikes today. All good. Hope you're well. I hope you had a good week. Thanks for following. If you're following live with me now this morning, it's just past 9 o'clock. We started a bit late, so apologies for that. Morning, Coda. How are you, mate? Hope you got some sleep last night, buddy. And so I've just lost my train of thought there completely. We'll see how long our chatting for today. Only a few things to share with you today. We had Marilyn and I and a couple other members from our City of Adelaide Lions Club went to the Adelaide Hellenic handover dinner last night, which was lovely. So thank you, John and Evelyn and the rest of the Hellenic Club for having us there last night. Beautiful meals. We were out at the Hilton, so not the expensive Hilton in the city, Hilton, the suburb here in Adelaide. Nice big meals, lovely company. They certainly put on a show. I think it's one way to describe it, Marilyn. We were just talking about it before I started here. It's fun to be with the Adelaide Athletic guys. They know how to have a good time, even if sometimes they got no idea what it is that they're doing and they're just bumbling through their stuff, but it's all good. But they certainly know how to host. We had a good time. It's only the second time in years and years and years that they've done a handover, so it's almost like they're still getting their practice in. But Evelyn did a great job of thanking all her members for what they've done in the last 12 months, in an interrupted 12 months that we've had, as all clubs will be. They're doing their handover dinners at the moment. Adelaide, City of Adelaide, we have our handover dinner tonight. So we've already, all those who are coming along tonight, hopefully in for a good time. And we'll celebrate as well what we've done in the last 12 months. Lots of, Patricia will be giving her President's Report, and she'll recount what's happened during the year, and we'll celebrate what we've done. Lots of people exercising here at Victoria Park. I'm just going to digress with what I'm saying here. Heaps of people exercising. Even when I drove to Victoria Park this morning, heaps of people still jogging, walking, cycling around Adelaide, which is really cool. Even in this cooler weather, it's good to see people getting out and about. Now we normally are going to head around to the left here. I can see another marquee up, so hopefully we won't get in anyone else's way over there. But it looks like there's some cricketers setting up just to our left as well. Every Sunday morning, there's people jogging past me here. Even when we started back there, there's the remote control crew having it out there with their airplanes as well. So lots of people still out and about in Adelaide, especially here at Victoria Park Racecourse. So I'm just keeping an eye that I don't knock anyone, or I don't get anyone in anyone's way, if I can speak English. So we've got our handover dinner tonight. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. Patricia's got some things to share. We will be celebrating the year that we've had, as interrupted as it was, as everyone had, but we've still achieved a lot. And so we thank the office bearers who have helped lead our club for the last 12 months, and we then induct the leaders for this coming 2020-2021 year. So for anyone who doesn't know, the Lions year works with the financial year from July through to June. The Adelaide Harriers are over here, so that's a running club. And I did see the whole bunch of them running over this way earlier when I was getting myself set up this morning. So lots of people out and about in Adelaide. So hopefully you're getting your exercise on today somewhere, somehow today. Like I said, if you're not doing it this morning because it's a bit cool, that makes perfect sense. Certainly nice and warm and probably in your home. But if you're on the treadmill or the bike, exercise bike, good on you. If you're getting out later today, I've got no idea actually. I didn't even check the weather today. Actually, I think I'm looking for some showers later today. So if you can find some time to get some exercise in today, make sure you do. Otherwise, you have to wait during the week to get that done. Handover dinner tonight, and I'm jumping back and forth. Should be a great night. Hope we've got a few of our newer members who haven't been to a handover dinner coming along tonight. So hopefully they have a good time and see what it's all about. We'll hear from Patria about, like I said, during the year, inducted new office bearers or leadership team. We've got our guest speaker David Horn from the Adelaide Lions Hearing Dogs. So it'd be great to hear him speak and what they're doing with the Hearing Dog program. For those who follow our Facebook pages and our website, we sponsor a hearing dog through our Cubs Club. And that dog's name is Spud, doing really well with their training. Obviously, even the dog's training was interrupted with COVID before they get given out to a worthy recipient who requires a hearing dog to assist them in their daily lifestyle and their daily living. So we've got David Horn coming out tonight, which will be really cool. And like I say, everyone will come along, have a good meal at the Ridges South Park. So there's a plug, Ridges. Beautiful place that we have our dinner meetings, and we'll celebrate our year, so we'll have a good time tonight. Like I said, lots of clubs in SA will be having their handover dinners this month, a couple even in early August, and clubs around Australia and the world really will be having their handovers as well. So just to project into the next couple of weeks, next week I'm thinking I might ask Lynn to do another yoga session. If that doesn't happen, I'll be back here at Victoria Park Racecourse next week, as I have been doing. White cyclist coming behind me. Move over a little bit. I'll be back here next week if Lynn is unavailable to do a yoga session. The following week is the district handover dinner. So we'll be heading off to Wallaroo, where the previous immediate past district governor Kevin Masters is from. So we've got the handover dinner Saturday night, that night, and then Sunday morning we've got a cabinet meeting there in Wallaroo. So 9 o'clock in 2 weeks' time, 2 Sundays' time, we'll be coming live to you from Wallaroo for something different. So hopefully I'll get some of the cabinet members coming along for a walk with me that morning, and that way I can get them on video and have a chat to them just in the same way as I do here. So it'll be nice for a new venue. So look out for that. And what I'm thinking of is upon our return from Wallaroo the following week, I think I might change our venue for these walks and head out to the city. I reckon what I might do is, I might need to see if there's any permits required or anything like that, but I reckon I might head out to where there's another exercising group. They don't do it on a Sunday, they do Saturday mornings, and they do a park run along the River Torrens. So they start at North Adelaide Golf Course, and their track is along the linear park trail, goes past Adelaide Oval, and it heads out towards the Adelaide Zoo. Morning Deb, morning Pat. Thank you Pat for your email, because I'm going to refer to a couple of those things in a minute. Hope you're well, guys. So I'm going to take so I'm thinking we'll go out to linear park trail in Adelaide. It goes as far out as the zoo, and then the park run comes back. So I'm going to use the same track, as long as I can get permits for car parking spaces at the North Adelaide golf course. So I'll look into that. So obviously I'll keep all you Facebook users informed, and my club informed, and anyone else informed as to whether that goes ahead or not. So we're going to change the venue when we come back from Wallaroo from the district handover dinner there. So keep an eye out for that. Different venue, see different sites. We'll walk past the beautiful Adelaide Oval, So for anyone who's watching me from overseas, I know Uncle Billy watches often and his partner Val. We get a few people from America as well. We had someone from Scotland last week, from Stonehaven and districts. So I'll showcase a little bit of Adelaide in a couple of weeks' time when we change the venue for these walks. And I have mentioned over many times that we'll look at using other places around Adelaide as well, just to showcase our beautiful city. And that way you Lions out there, when you come on over, you know what you're in for when you do come on over. So that's the plan for the next couple of weeks. Now I did just mention there that Pat Mills, I thank you for your email. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining me most weeks for these walks. I mentioned a few stats last week about why Lions International does have diabetes as a global cause, and I just rattled off a few basic stats from Australia, from the US and from the UK, just to get the ball rolling. I don't want to bore people with heaps of stats, but there's some interesting stuff coming out, and so Pat was lovely enough to send me a couple of email links, a couple of website links. And so I've looked at those, but I'm just going to refer to one of those today, just to share a few, again, basic stats that just shows the prevalence of what's going on and why Lions International has diabetes as a global cause. So let me share those with you as Marilyn and I are walking around. We're just keeping an eye out for puddles below us, and many joggers now. You should be able to see a few people running behind me. I think it's the Harriers running club that are running past us now. So I'll make sure I look out for them. If you see someone running behind me and they're going to clean me up, let me know. So you're going to see a whole bunch of people running past us in a sec. Marilyn has just moved to my left, so she's off the track a little bit. Hope she's not getting her feet wet in the grass. Yeah, so a few stats. I said this Lions Get Active program, this section is about diabetes awareness and well-being. And so just want to promote what prevalence diabetes has in Australia as well as worldwide, so that if anyone wants to do anything about it, they can. And so that's what this program is for. So just going off the website that Pat Mills provided for me. See all these joggers walking past me. So hope you can see me there. Got a bit dark there. Wanted to share. So these are some worldwide facts or stats. 1 in 11 adults have diabetes, and that equates to about 436 million people worldwide having diabetes, both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. So it's a staggering number of people in the world. 1 in 11 people, 9% of the world's population having diabetes of some sort. Now the scary thing is that there's 1 in 2 of the adults of the world who are undiagnosed with diabetes. So there's an estimation that there's another 432 million people that currently have diabetes and they don't know it. So how scary is that? So it's good to see all these people jogging. So, we all know that exercise is good for us. We know that healthy eating is good for us. But when you start hearing basic stats like that, and you can obviously break them down further, it starts to become a little bit worrying, a bit concerning, and it clearly gives credence as to why Lions International have put it as a global cause where something needs to be done about it. So that's why this program is around, just for us as local people here in Adelaide, just to do a little bit. Waving now, coming back. So all these joggers are doing their bit, which is great. They've all got tags on. Or as they're running past me there. So don't know what the Harrier club is organised here. I don't know if it's a fun run or if it's a fundraiser or if they're just doing what, but it's good that they've done what they've done. I know Harriers running club is a big club in the jogging world here in Adelaide, so they've got lots of people fun running around here at Victoria Park, which is marvellous. Let me carry on. I'm only sharing 4 stats, keep it nice and simple. But I said that's how prevalent it is worldwide. 1 in 5 people that have diabetes, I'm just looking at my notes here, are 65 years and older. 1 in 5 people with diabetes are 65 years and older. So again, Australia at least being an older demographic, and especially within Lions as an association, we have an older demographic. Again, it just has a concern of how many people there have diabetes if you're over the age of 65. And so if you're heading towards those sort of years, it's obviously in your best interest to make sure you get yourself checked out by going to your doctor and doing whatever testing required to see whether you've got diabetes or not, so you can get on top of it. So, well, I'm just checking something. For some reason I'm getting a button being pressed here, sorry about that. Yeah, so if you're over 65, you might need to get yourself checked out when you get the time, just to see if you've got diabetes or not. So 1 in 5 people who do have diabetes are over 65, which is an alarming number. So like I say, from a Lions point of view, Lions across the world really, and especially here in Australia, especially here in Adelaide and South Australia, we've got a much older demographic of Lions. They've done a wonderful job over the years, and now they're getting on, and they're slowly being transitioned and getting younger people into the clubs, which is fantastic. Obviously the right thing to do, obviously the logical thing to do, but then we need to make sure that our older demographic are looking after themselves. So again, this is the reason for our program. So if there's any Lions out there across Adelaide that want to join me for these walks, you are more than welcome. And finally, this one really surprised me actually, because I sort of had it in my head that maybe if diabetes is so prevalent across the world, maybe it might be in your more African countries and things like that, where, you know, out in the sticks sort of thing. So this next stat, and the last stat I'll give you, is a bit surprising. 2 in 3 people that have diabetes are from urban areas. So clearly that's talking about your more developed countries, and not just the developed countries. Morning, Lynn. How are you, my dear? Clearly, it's not your country areas, it's not your rural areas, it's the urban areas where you've got better access, I guess, to sugary foods and a more sedentary lifestyle therefore people are getting diabetes. So 2 in 3 people who have diabetes worldwide live in urban areas. So that's again a bit worrying if you live in an urban area. Which way are we going, Marilyn?
This messy.
Cool. See the cyclists going past in the moment. So there's a couple of races on at the moment concurrently. Marilyn and I will make our way back. So some basic stats there. That's from diabetesatlas.org. So if you're interested in seeing some more stats, that's one of the websites that Pat Mills sent me. So I had a look at the other one, but I'm going to share some of that stuff, you know, over the next few weeks. There's no rush to do that, but they're just some alarming stats as to why we're doing what we're doing. So thank you, Pat, for sending me that sort of stuff. We'll come across it later on at some point, but you always brought it through fast. And now I do have, I have got in contact with Diabetes SA, and someone will come along for a walk with me at some point. We just need to organise an actual date. But Diabetes have got back to me, and they're going to get together with us and come for a walk, and that way I've got the professional and professional expertise sharing their info about diabetes here in South Australia. So obviously I'll let you know when that happens. So I appreciate that Diabetes SA has got back to me about coming out for a walk with me, and we'll get them on camera and have a chat to them. So thank you for that one, and I'll let you know when that happens. Now, I'm probably going to leave it there unless anyone's got any questions for me right now. I know there's only a few of us following this morning, which is all good. Lots of people here at Victoria Park. We're just going through the car park at the moment. So if there's no questions, I'm going to leave it there today. Just wanted to share those few things. Handover dinner tonight for the City of Adelaide, and we'll get with the COVID-19 restrictions continuously lifting, hopefully we'll get some events up and running soon, as long as Victoria do the right thing and we can somehow stabilise what's happening over there. It's a pretty awful situation what's happening over there. The fact that they're getting locked back down, we'll have to see whether that impacts South Australia or not. So there's plans that we'll get back into doing events for our club. Morning, Evelyn. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens there. But Patria's hopefully going to get a working Hebe Raw working bee organised in the next couple of weeks. We've had some requests from backpacks for kids for more cushions, which is marvellous. So we'll need to get on to making a few more of those. So if there's anyone interested in helping out with that, just let Patria know. She would love your help. And yeah, so we'll keep everyone informed. Now, please I've only asked this a few times, but I might get onto it more. If you like these videos, I appreciate you following, watching. Please come out and join us, Marilyn and I, for a walk when you get the chance. 9 o'clock starts. I know it's cold sometimes, but all you do is rug up, as we have. Please share this video. I always get Peter Corndorfer from our district to share these on the district Facebook page. Share, can you please, I'd love for anyone to share the fact that if you're not on Facebook, these videos are also being put onto YouTube. So City of Adelaide Lions Club have a YouTube channel. So again, if you could please subscribe to that, like that, that'd be great as well, and that way you'll be notified when we upload some videos up onto YouTube. Now we use that channel not just for the Lions Get Active walks, but we use it for Cubs Club news, we use it for Cubs Club videos, and I'm going to use that platform for advertising our other events when we get them up and running as well. So subscribe to that as well if you get the chance, and that way we can share what we're doing to more people who are not part of the Facebook crowd. There are plenty of people from Lions who are not part of Facebook, so we're trying to spread that word as to what we're doing and what clubs can do. So love for you to share this video, please, and like I say, if you get the chance, you don't need to watch the videos again on YouTube, but if you could subscribe to that and share the fact that you subscribe to that, that'd be great, and we'll get the word out further. So thank you for joining Marilyn and myself. Marilyn was keen to walk, keen to listen rather than chat, which is all good. And so if you want to come along to these walks, you don't have to be on video, or if you have to be on video but you don't want to talk, again, that's fine, that is not a problem. I'm going to leave it there, so have a great Sunday. We'll see a few of you tonight, Evelyn and John, as well as our guest speaker David. We've got another member from Salisbury coming along. All of our members and family from City of Adelaide coming along to our handover dinner tonight. We'll see you tonight. We're going to have a great night tonight. I'll be emceeing it, and hopefully we'll get a few laughs as well. So come along with in high spirits. So have a great Sunday. Keep getting your exercise in. If you've got any questions about diabetes, give me a buzz. Go to Diabetes SA website, go to diabetesatlas.org websites, get your information from there, and have a great week as well, guys. So I'll see you next Sunday. It'll either be a yoga session with Lynn, I haven't even asked her yet, so she's probably listening to this right now, or I'll be back here at Victoria Park Racecourse for the last time before we move to Wallaroo the following week, and then I'm going to move it after that. So thank you for joining me here this morning. If you're watching this later today, hope you've had a great day. Hope you're going to have a good day. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, get your exercise in, and I'll see you next Sunday. Cheers, guys.